Welcome to A Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. My name is Chris, and with me is my beautiful co-host and wife, Karradyne.
Hello.
That was way too low. Say it again.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Die.
Yeah.
While you're saying
Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I almost feel like I'm having like an allergy attack over here. I'm itchy. My eyes were itchy.
It's the dog.
I'm allergic to the dog now.
Yeah, we should throw it out. Like just
Maybe it's because I'm using the dog blanket.
the dog blanket.
Oops.
I like the dog blanket.
I can't.
Hey, if it's your first time or 126th time coming into the show, welcome. We're glad you're joining us for an episode of A Novel Console. We hope you stick around, have some laughs, and maybe find some new things to enjoy. If you want to reach out to us, you can do it on our socials, which is basically at A Novel Console on every platform, or you can email us directly at anovelconsole@gmail.com, or if you would like to support the show, you could do it at patreon.com/anovelconsole.
Yes. You can also please tell your friends about the show. Tell everyone you know. Please. And you can leave us reviews. Reviews help us be more discoverable, even if they're negative reviews. Leave us a really terrible review because I find that a bad review will often make me want to go see if something is as bad as someone says it is.
Yes, leave us all the bad reviews.
Yes, leave us all the bad reviews. But also we have a Discord now. If you want to join, just send us an email or look for the pinned tweet on our Twitter because it is in fact pinned.
It is.
Yay.
It is. Do you have anything that you want to talk about this week on the intro?
What do I want to talk about? I have absolutely no fucking clue.
No?
No.
Any
not
books
a
that are
one.
coming out that you're excited for?
There's one coming out tomorrow, but I'm going to talk about it on the reading place.
Oh, you got an advanced reader's
Yes.
copy?
Yes.
Nice.
Because I'm on the tour for it.
You're on the tour for
Yes, I thought I had to have it read by tomorrow, but then I got the tour reminder email tonight, and it's like, you're posting next Saturday. I was like, oh, shit. Oops.
Oh, well.
Hey, I'm ahead of the game for once.
Yeah, you are. I'm excited for this week. This week we have Fire Emblem Engage coming out. And
You're going to sit on the toilet for hours and hours and hours.
Maybe.
Playing Fire Emblem.
Maybe. And I'm excited for it because it goes back to the old Fire Emblem formula where it's less social sim, more fight and die. So I'm excited for that. I'm very excited. I think I didn't like Three Houses because of the whole it wants to be Persona when it's actually Fire Emblem thing. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to like this one. And also I like the designs of the main characters. So it's going to be a fun time.
There's high hopes.
Very, very high hopes.
Yes. It'll be good.
Yeah. So I got, oh boy, I'm going to play a lot this weekend. I'm still playing the backlog of Doom Winter, and it is a beefy game. I didn't think it was that beefy. I'm nowhere near done with the first campaign. I'm about 22 hours in, and I still have 2 more campaigns to go through before I am able to review the game.
I'm hoping I'll be able to finish Gleanings this week, and then I can start my backlog book. It's short, so I'm confident that it won't take me forever to read it. As soon as I say this, it's going to take me forever to read it.
Yeah. And you also need to read Golden Compass.
I do need to read the Golden Compass. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
After you fucked it up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You were being difficult.
You were being difficult.
How was I being difficult?
You're always difficult.
How?
In ways that are difficult.
In what ways?
All of the ways.
You're the ways.
Oh, please. There is one thing that I remembered to say. We had a friend in town over the weekend, and we were going to go do some exploring in the cold, and she didn't bring enough cold clothing because it's Florida, and, you don't normally expect it to be cold. So we went to Walmart to get her some cold clothing, and we managed to somehow wind up near the men's section. I think it was that she wanted to look for like a plaid that was fleece lined, kind of like the jacket that you have. Mm-hmm. So we walked over to the men's section, and I saw that they had graphic tees, like cool graphic tees for once, not redneck graphic tees or like stupid cats in space graphic tees.
Hey.
Well, they have really random shit in the men's section. I didn't want like some fucking NASCAR or beer logos or
NASCAR beer cat logo
fish, you
holding a
know.
fish
Yeah, that.
on a wrecking ball in space.
I also didn't need like another Metallica t-shirt because if we're not rednecks, we're into Metallica, which is fine, but it gets old. Not AC/DC either. But yeah, I noticed that they had like nerdy t-shirts, like video games and nerd stuff. So they may not have had a Dragon Ball shirt that I bought for myself.
What?
I had a Dragon Ball shirt that I bought for myself.
What?
A Dragon Ball shirt that I bought for myself.
Karradyne.
A Dragon Ball shirt that I bought for myself. Dragon Ball Super shirt to be exact. I was hoping that Beerus was on it, but he's not. Yeah.
What is your obsession with beer?
I don't know. I have always been fascinated by him, even before I knew who the fuck he was.
Why? That is so weird.
I have no idea. No idea. I have no explanation for it at all.
Are you like Frasier dating that lady that looked like his mom? Does your dad look like Beerus? And that's why you're...
Oh my God. If anything, it would be like if I had a hairless cat in my childhood that I was obsessed with, but we never had a hairless cat. I think hairless cats are the scariest looking things on this planet.
Like testicles.
Ew, that's a good way to explain it. They're horrifying. So are testicles. Ugh. I don't know what it
Testicles
is.
with claws and teeth.
I can't.
It's like a cackle demon from Doom.
A what?
A cackle demon.
Oh.
It's a giant ball. Looks like a testicle with one eye and teeth.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I
Chases
don't know
you
what
around,
it is.
cackles.
You need a Beerus Funko.
I do. I don't have one.
You have Wiz.
Wheeze.
Excuse me.
Not whiz.
Wiz. He takes a whiz.
No, not pee. I have wheeze.
I just hear it all in my head. I haven't watched all of it yet.
Whiz.
I couldn't focus last night when we were watching Abridged. Wiz.
Those first episodes of Abridged are rough. They get better.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the let's get down to business yet. I'll make a man out of you. We haven't gotten to Nappa's rendition.
I don't think so.
I think it's probably going to be like the next episode or so.
Whenever he's destroyed
That last
the city.
episode was weird. I didn't really.
It's like I broke it, Vegeta.
I can't.
He rips the giant roach's finger off.
Yeah,
Yeah, that part is funny.
That was weird.
Hey, are you ready for Read and Plays?
I'm ready.
All right, this is Read and Plays. So like in every other Read and Plays, Karradyne and I both pick 3 books and games that we're currently reading and playing, and we talk about them. So Karradyne, tell me what your first book is.
So it is Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson. It publishes tomorrow or today, if you're listening on the day this episode releases.
Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday.
The 17th?
The January 17th, yes. So this is like a novella after the book Sorcery of Thorns. I don't remember if I read this pre-podcast or after. What? Why are you laughing?
You just picture like somebody holding a rose with a bunch of thorns, and all the thorns have like little ones, and they're like casting little spells. That funny?
I wish everybody could see how hard I'm rolling my eyes at you right now. I cannot. It's
so funny. Like you just picture like little hands.
Oh, you
coming
hush
up
your
the
mouth.
thorns.
I think I read this pre-podcast. I don't remember. But it's about this girl who's like a librarian, but all the books are grimoires, aka they like they're all lifelike and have personalities and are a little bit crazy. And
I thought you were gonna say gremlins.
oh my God.
Grimoires.
It was a really fun book. So and that author is known for like her standalone books. And I was kind of sad that it was supposedly a standalone, but yay, we get this bonus story. It is really, really short though. Like I started reading it the other night and I've only invested like maybe 2 hours total in it so far, and I'm almost done.
Is this the tour book?
Yes. It is. Yes, I thought I was posting tomorrow on Pub Day. I am not that important. I'm several days later.
Hmm.
Will I still post it tomorrow for my own shits and giggles? Possibly.
Hmm.
But it's really fun so far. It's nice and magical, and it's all the characters that I love, and it's I forgot how funny it could be. It's a good time.
How is it funny?
The main character's boyfriend dude is goofy and makes a lot of jokes that
Hmm.
are. It's like Frasier-esque humor, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. Yeah, yeah.
I
We
see.
watched a lot of Frasier this weekend. Jesus Christ.
We've been watching a lot of Frasier for a long time,
Well, I have. You have not.
and I have not.
Anywho, what's your first game?
Um, Wait, before we
Oh,
continue, so it's just the dude being goofy. It's not like the books ribbing on each other or anything.
no, no.
No, 'cause I think that would be funny.
It's just cute. I love it.
Okay, all right. So I had said that I wanted to play through the entire God of War series, minus God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, because I don't like the gameplay of those games. But I started, I think, Chains of Olympus last year or the year before, and I beat it. And then I went into God of War 1, and I got till I think till when you get to Athens, so very early on in the game. You start the game off on a boat fighting a Hydra, which is so cool. Like you get to stab a mast through the Hydra's mouth all the way out its head, like force it down to die. Or it's so cool. Anyways, um, I had gotten to Athens and I put it down. I didn't pick it back up until I went to San Diego back in November.
The
And
first time.
yes, the only time. I've been little by little playing God of War on PS Vita, trying to get through it, and I am happy to say that I finally got through it this
Woo
past
woo!
weekend. Um,
Finally!
I did not like this game.
Luna didn't like my woo woo!
No, I didn't like this game the same as you didn't like the Whoop Whoop Luna.
Like, you hated it?
Ah,
What did you not like?
the puzzles, the platforming.
Were
I
the
like
puzzles hard?
what?
Were the puzzles hard?
No, just slow and annoying. There's this one. I really, really fucking hated the platforming in this game. Like, it's so fucking bad. The combat is fantastic. It's so much fun. And getting to meet Kratos and seeing his struggle and his want to kill Ares and nobody knowing if it's even possible to kill a god. But like the platforming is terrible because the game sort of has fixed camera angles, so the camera moves with you. You can't control the camera, and there are a bunch of platforming segments where you have to jump towards the camera, and you don't really see the platform when you're going back. So there was this one particular puzzle where you have to throw a statue in a hole. No, you have to take a crane, break a hole, pull the crane back out, put the crane on top of a switch, and then take a statue and throw it in that hole into that switch.
What the hell?
Then you have to jump a couple of platforms over back to the entrance of the area to stand on a switch that's timed to open a gate for you to run through it. And you have to do platforming, and there's like buzzsaws in between each platform. So it's just very fucking annoying. It took me the better part of 20 minutes just to get that done.
That sounds awful.
And then they kill you in the game. Ares kills you and sends you to hell. So you have to escape from hell. And there is a bunch of platforming in hell. Like there's these beams that spin. And while they're spinning, they have blades on them. So you have to like walk around the blades or jump over the blades or avoid them. And then the uh, what did I say they were called? Beams start spinning backwards. So if you're not paying attention, then you're going one way, then all of a sudden you're falling off the beam and you have to restart the whole thing all over again.
Oh, jeez.
The platforming in this game fucking sucks. It is so fucking terrible. Like I was so many times so close to just saying fuck this shit. I am not playing this anymore. But I powered through and beat it. and I killed Ares. I stabbed him in the face with a sword,
Bless it.
which was great because he was a
Poor
fucking
Aries.
daddy issued prick. He's dead now. So yeah, I gave this game on my list of games beaten a 7 out of 10. If it wasn't because the combat is so fun, I would have given this game like a 4. The platforming and the puzzles are not great, and the thing is, like, they went for like this game has like a giant scope, a giant area, like it's epic Greece, ancient Greece, and you're this powerful dude coming to fuck shit up. Um, and they made the puzzles that same scale. So like you have ginormous puzzles that you have to, and the movement is so slow that it just fucking grinds everything to a halt. I did not like replaying this game. I did not. What's your next book?
My next book is Hellbent by Lee
The
Bardugo.
one you fucked up?
Yeah, so we can share the whole saga. So I went into work Tuesday morning with the mindset last Tuesday that I needed to offset some hours because we were having a big meeting that week, and when we have that big meeting, we all work a 12-hour day till the meeting is done at night. So we have to pick a day to leave early. I went in and I was like, can I leave early today? Because I want to go get my book. I know leaving early on Friday would be more ideal, but I want to go get my book. So they let me leave early. I drove my happy little ass to Barnes & Noble. I got my beautiful, beautiful book. I brought it home. I goofed around on my phone rather than starting to read it. And it had 2 stickers on it. It had the 20% off sticker, and it had the Barnes & Noble exclusive sticker. 20% off stickers are always easy to remove. Barnes & Noble exclusive
Aren't those
stickers,
like static stickers?
I don't know.
Like they use static to stick on. It's not really glue.
I don't know.
No? Okay.
I don't know.
Continue.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Super easy peel off stickers.
Maybe. But the exclusive stickers are a nightmare. They are the worst stickers I've ever encountered in my life. And I went to remove it from my beautiful, beautiful
Red
blood
rabbit.
red exclusive edition, and it ripped off all of the red and left the silver underneath. So I had this awful splotchy silver circle right over the title because it was like right on the T in bent. I was very, very upset, like distraught even. So I was just convinced I was just going to have to buy a new one, that they weren't going to exchange it because I technically did that myself. And I used a hair dryer to take it off because I wanted to make sure that it came off clean. No, it took off all the red. So, Kelly and another person commented on the picture basically saying I'd have to ask for a refund. And I'm like, you know what? Let's try. The worst they can say is no. So I called. I cried with the poor girl who answered the phone. And she's like, if you just bring it in, we'll exchange it for you. I think the dude who ultimately exchanged it was kind of questioning whether or not he should do it, but he didn't say anything because he knew better. So I think I looked very emotional. I was pulling it out of the bag and I'm like, these stupid exclusive edition stickers are stickers from hell. And it took off all of the beautiful red. And I purposely bought this edition because it's so beautiful. And he was just like, okay. I think he was a little overwhelmed.
By you screaming
by
at him?
me. I wasn't screaming at him. I was hot-headed at the situation. But it wasn't directed at him. I hope he knows that. He probably thought I was just another crazy Karen. But yeah, so they exchanged it. So now I'm just going to live with the Barnes & Noble exclusive sticker because I can't get it off without taking off the red.
That's annoying.
Which is really fucking annoying
That
because
is.
they put every single fucking one over the title.
It's so
Every single
fucking
one.
terrible.
I'm like, Barnes & Noble, can you please figure out a new system? I would even be fine with them putting it on the back of the book. I don't care how the back of the book looks. I don't give a shit. If they could be like Bright Light and consider it and open the book and put it on the inner flap, that would be amazing too. Don't put it over text, and don't put it on the front of the fucking book. Drives me nuts. And every other book lover, might I add. Or just
every other person that cares about
make
books.
a specific section in the store for the Barnes & Noble exclusive editions if you feel like it's not obvious enough that the cover is literally a different fucking color. I know that not every exclusive edition is a different color. I feel very passionately about this.
I know. Now that you say that, you screamed at that person.
Oh, yeah, I got to actually talk about the book. So I started reading it the other night, finally. I read the first 2 chapters, and I'm already seeing this might not be a bedtime reading book, just like Ninth House was not. It had me all
jittery and shit.
Yeah. If it had not been the night like after I had all those nightmares, I would have thought
the
one where you had the nightmares, we both had nightmares. So like he came into the room, and because he came into the room and I was like aware that he was in the room, I was dreaming that he leaned over into the bed to give me a kiss on the cheek, which is something you don't really do. You normally wait till you get in bed and then you give me kisses. And I just don't even register any of them. But I had a dream that he did that, and someone came into the room behind him and like slit his throat while he was doing it. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God, nightmares. And then I gave him nightmares.
Well, did you give me nightmares when you wake up? Did you tell me about it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't tell you about it, but I told you that I was having so many nightmares, and I just went right back to sleep.
You were having so many nightmares of the one me getting my throat slit.
Yes. I have a lot of nightmares about people being in the apartment, and it really messes me up a lot. Especially when you're not here. I'm convinced that every motorcycle driving by is someone breaking into the apartment.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I sleep with things in front of the door so that if someone tries to get into the room, I'll at least hear them knocking over stuff because I sleep like the dead.
Yeah.
No. I sleep with the knife under the pillow, which you got mad at me for.
Yeah, I think you would have had a panic attack if you would have had my dream.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely would have. Yeah.
Mine,
I don't think I would have been able to go back to sleep.
Yeah, that one. I hate when I have dreams like that because it kind of like unnerves me. It's like that face can
when
be
it's
real.
Like too realistic. Yeah, that's what really. Yeah,
especially when I have nightmares, like I can see like
I feel like yours are way more vivid.
I can see facial features, and if I can see like facial features and they're defined, then that unnerves me a little bit more.
Oh.
But okay, so I dreamt that there was a demon trying to get me
in the apartment.
No, it was.
Were you on the stairs?
It started in the apartment, but like the apartment turned into like a building complex apartment. You know, where it has like floors, and each floor has like an apartment one next to the other, and it has kind of like a railing that goes around.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so like thinking back on the demon was kind of stupid looking. It looked. It was like a giant kiwi, right? A kiwi fruit, that shape.
Not a kiwi bird.
No.
Not a person from New Zealand.
A giant kiwi bird. No, it was it looked like a giant kiwi, right? But it was all flesh. And it had long legs and very long arms with claws, and it had like 2 horns curving backwards on the top of his head.
Sounds like something from Rick and Morty.
More or less. So it was trying to get me, and I decided that I wasn't going to let it catch me, so I was going to attack it. So I started chasing it, and it went towards the stairwell, and I managed to grab it and throw it over the railing on the stairwell. So I just watched it fall all the way down until it hit the railing in the bottom, and like it jerked and its head hit the ground, and his head popped, like it exploded. Like,
because it's a kiwi.
Kind of, but it also looked very real. Because somehow I know what a head is supposed to look like when it hits cement.
Explodes.
And, shit comes out of it. So I went downstairs to make sure that it was dead and to grab something it had dropped. Because for some reason it had loot on it. So it dropped loot.
You were in a video game.
So when I bent down, I looked down at the thing and I grab it and I look forward. There's an old lady sitting there where the demon was supposed to be, just looking at me and laughing. And all I could see were her big yellow eyes and like her old wrinkly
The
face.
crone.
And she was just like laughing, like it was kind of like a slow laugh,
I feel like you need to go get
like
this dream analyzed.
but like an evil laugh at the same time. And I
That's the
woke up and
crone.
I was like, oh fuck, it was like, okay, there's no old ladies in the room except for Luna.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Luna's an old lady.
She's not that old.
She's 10 years old. She's old. She'll be 11 soon.
Don't say that, she will. We have to actually go get her surprises.
We have to go get her a dog.
Well,
Another dog.
we need to get her a big surprise next year because that'll be her 3rd birthday.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we got to
her
get her
3rd
another
birthday.
dog for her 3rd birthday to keep her young.
Cause sleep day, baby.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, tell me about Hellbent. You haven't said anything.
Oh yeah, so I started reading it. I've only read the first 2 chapters, but it gives me the heebie-jeebies already. There was like this really eerie scene in the very first couple pages of her like being in this guy's house and realizing like things weren't quite the way they were supposed to be. Like a door to the cellar was standing open that she hadn't left open, and it's only her and her friend who are like kind of habitating this house. And she like hears things and like hears something saying her name, which is not unusual for her because she also sees ghosts. But and then she's looking down into the darkness, and someone shoves her in and closes the door and locks it. And then it goes to the next chapter, and it's like 2 months earlier. I'm like, fuck, I forgot how these books started.
That's annoying.
Shit. But I forgot like how present the ghosts are. Yeah, it's gonna keep me on the edge of my seat. But it's so fucking good. God,
Nice.
it's good.
Nice.
Only 2 chapters in, and it's so fucking good.
You know what's real fucking good?
The game that you're playing on the Switch.
No.
No?
Yes, that too. But it's another PS Vita game. Technically PSP.
I don't know then.
Is the sequel to God of War 1.
Oh,
God of
are
War.
we only talking about God of War games?
Ghost of no, I would have if I would have been Ghost of Sparta and started 2.
Oh.
So it's Ghost of Sparta. This takes place between God of War 1 and 2. And this is the one where Kratos finds his brother.
Oh boy.
And
Brother.
I brother. Boy.
I can't.
Boy, this is brother.
Uncle.
Uncle. Uncle, you stay. I go hunt.
I can't.
Anyways, I've only put like 2 hours into it, and so far these 2 hours are way better than God of War 1 in every way. This game is so much fun. So like it starts almost like the same as God of War 1. You're in a boat, you're being attacked by some water monster. And you're on a boat on the way to Poseidon's temple to figure out why you keep having dreams of your mother and your brother. And you're attacked by a thing called a Cilia. It's like a giant dinosaur monster, but has a tail that has a mouth on it. So it's kind of like a Hydra, but not really. And you basically sink Atlantis fighting this thing. Like you're on your quest to kill it because it keeps attacking you for some reason. You accidentally start to sink Atlantis. It is so much fun.
That's wacky.
The combat is so much better. The platforming is basically non-existent. So it's basically jump on a ledge or climb a ledge or whatever. And the puzzles are, I think, pretty much non-existent, which is how I like these games to be. And the story. So the story of the first game is Kratos wants to be forgiven by the gods for his sins from when he was a Spartan general.
I was about to say, but he's a god. Like
He was
why
a
does
Spartan
he-
general.
Okay, yeah.
So he was mortal. So he did a bunch of bad things under Ares' name that he made him do. So he's like having visions and shit, and he doesn't want them anymore. So he thinks that if the gods forgive him, the visions will go away, which is not true.
Wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Greek gods are shifty fucks.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So in this game, the first game is, oh, let me go kill Ares so that I'm forgiven, whatever. In this game, is I need to find my brother. And like immediately, one of the first things you do is you find Kratos' mom and then you kill her. Because the gods turn her into a monster. And when you kill her,
Oh
she's
shit!
like, "Thank you, I'm finally at peace." And then he's like, "I am pissed the fuck off. I'm gonna kill everyone."
I don't blame him. Jeez.
So that he was angry in the first game, and in the previous game, now he is really fucking angry in this
He's
game.
angry as
Yeah.
fuck.
So I can't wait to continue it because I did not remember that he killed his mom in this game, and it is just so much fun. It's a great game to just sit down and play, like on the couch or whatever. I do wish that I had the newer model of the Vita instead of the old one because my right hand kind of cramps up from all the button pressing because it's so kind of compact and I have monkey hands that I really do wish I had another version of the Vita, which I probably should get at some point.
You are a monkey.
I am a monkey.
You can't help it.
No, I eat bananas like a motherfucker.
Yes, you
I
do.
rip them in half and eat them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyways, so yeah, I probably should get like another Vita at some point soon so that I can move everything over and have like a very comfortable one. Because I do love mine, it's just not that comfortable. Or a PS Vita TV, a PS TV,
What?
PS TV.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like this add-on for your TV where you can download PS Vita
Like
games.
Apple TV, sort of?
Yeah, and you connect the
Ish.
PlayStation 3 controller to it and play video games that way. But yeah, God of War Ghost of Sparta. It's so much fun. I'm probably going to play it while I'm editing this because it's a lot of fun and I really, really like it. What's your next book?
My next book is Kingdom of the Feared. I think I'm talking about this for the third time. Might only be the second time. But I finally finished it. It was pretty good. But I think this is something else I mentioned before. There was like too much sex, but not enough sex, but enough sex that it was distracting from the rest of the story. So at the end of the day, I wound up only giving it 4 stars because of that, which is kind of a bummer because it's the last book in the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still really enjoyable. And the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition,
Did it have a sticker on it?
it did have a sticker on it, and they're still sticky on the cover because of it, but it did come off and it didn't take off the cover with it. I think I'll show you, and maybe you know the difference in material. Mm-hmm. There's a very distinct difference in material between the two covers. It's almost like the red is like a foil, if that makes sense. And I think that's why it came off. Anyway, whatever. There's a bonus chapter in the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Kingdom of the Feared. And I just saw this week that we're actually going to get a novella on the characters that it talked about, or one of the characters that it talked about in that bonus chapter. So that's exciting. But yeah, it was good. It was just like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for here? There were a lot of cop-outs. Like, I think I mentioned it before. The author kept having, like, they were about to have sex and then she'd disappear and be in another room getting interrogated, and they let her go back.
Right,
and the moment
right.
passed.
I remember that.
They did finally start having sex, but there was too much sex for a book that's not supposed to be solely about sex. That's another thing. If I go into, like, if I'm picking up Ice Planet Barbarians, I know it's going to be all about sex and some alien stuff. This, I wanted fantasy with some sex, you know?
It was all sex and no fantasy.
Yeah, that's what it felt like sometimes. It was still good,
So you
just
gave it a
not
4?
epic, yeah.
I mean, for as much as you complain about it, you gave it a decent score.
It was still a good book, but it was the conclusion to the trilogy. I wanted it to go out with a bang, and it went out with a bang, but not like a couple bangs, but not the bang that I wanted it to go out with.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm excited for the novella. And it looks like it's going to have a really pretty cover. Once again, with a Barnes & Noble exclusive sticker on it that I'll have to yank off and have sticky on my book for fucking ever.
That's annoying.
It drives me nuts.
So my last game is Breath of Fire 3. It's another PS Vita game.
Is Breath of Fire like in a world that we know, or is it just called Breath of... Because it makes me think of like Zelda.
No.
Or Fire Emblem or something.
So you know Sarah?
Yes.
This is the series
No,
that
I don't know Sarah.
this is the series that inspired her OC,
Her what?
her original character that she created.
Oh, what's the original character she created?
You just have to go to her Instagram and look it up.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so this is an RPG from the PlayStation 1. There is a PSP version, which is what I'm playing on the Vita. And I started playing this game because Wise mentioned in his stream that this game was amazing. And it had like really cool transformations and combat and shit. And I have to say, it has taken me about 2 hours to get into it. But I finally got into it. And I am assuming there's a time skip because your character basically is a dragon that doesn't know he's a dragon. So you start off as a little dragon and you kill a bunch of people.
A little dragon who kills people?
Little baby dragon.
Why
that
did
gets,
you kill people?
I don't know. But he was trapped in a crystal. He gets freed. You kill a bunch of people in the mine. And then somehow you turn into a boy who gets rescued by these two scumbags. And the scumbags try to have you help them steal shit from the town because the town is in a food shortage and everybody's hungry, so they need to get food so that they don't die. And the town hates you automatically because of that.
Of course they do.
Yes. So anyways, they decide to steal from this one person. And this person is like, okay, so I'm going to kidnap all three of you. And I'm actually going to set you free. And if you want your friends to be free, you have to go to this mountain and kill this monster. And then the two captives, your main character and another character, decide to go off after the third one, go into the mountain, and they find the monster that's been coming down to town and stealing food for his kids.
Mm-hmm.
So you kill it. And then when you go to see his kids that you're supposed to kill, they're all dead.
Oh, dear.
And they have been dead for a very long time. And he just keeps stealing food from the town and taking it over there for no reason at all. So once you kill it, then the town starts seeing the little group as heroes. And they're like, oh, you're welcome here always. We're always going to give you food. You don't have to worry about anything. You're our heroes and whatever. And honestly, I'm hooked. I met some sketchy character. He said, follow me to this place. And I think he's going to make the party do something really bad. And I'm excited to see what it is. Breath of Fire. And I haven't even talked about how great this game looks. So I don't think I've ever shown you Final Fantasy Tactics, but it kind of looks like that. It's like 2D sprite characters, and then the rest of the world is like 3D polygonal modeled world with some hand-drawn art thrown in there. It is plain beautiful. I absolutely love the way the game looks. And the combat, it is so fun. It's a turn-based combat, so like you attack, they attack, you attack, they attack. You have magic, you have sword weapons, you can run away from the fights, you can use items, all that shit. And the cool thing that I like is that when you kill a monster, you basically then can see the monster's health bar the next time you fight one of the same monsters. So you'll know exactly how much health they have left without actually having like a number counter or like something cluttering the screen telling you, hey, this is how much health this monster has. It's like a little health bar next to them and you just deplete it until they die. It's so wonderful. I really, really like this game. I think I might buckle down and actually finish it because if it gets better, like Weiss said, I'm down for that shit.
Do it.
Yep. Playing a lot of good games so far, except for God of War 1. That game sucks.
I'm reading good books so far, except jury's still out on that Stephen King book.
You're not done yet?
No, I've barely picked it up since the last time I mentioned it.
Which one is it?
The fairy tale.
Peter Pan one?
No, the Peter Pan one I finished a while back.
Oh.
That wasn't Stephen King. It was awful.
Oh, okay. All right. So are you ready for Garbage?
I'm ready for some Gimme the Garbage.
Do you want to introduce it?
No.
Introduce it. Come on.
It's Gimme the Garbage! No, you need to say your thing. It doesn't feel like garbage unless you say your thing.
Okay. All right. That is Give Me the Garbage.
This week's restaurant is Dave's Hot Chicken in Orlando, Florida, and all across the U.S., I believe. So last weekend, I drove up to Georgia for the day like a maniac to go to my little nephew's birthday party. One of my little nephews' birthday party. And,
Your nephew Sai?
what?
Nephew Sai?
Nephi.
Nephi?
Yeah, my nephi. No. He
Sounds
he
like
was my first little nephew, but technically not my first little nephew. He was my first nephew known to me.
Because you had a nephew born like
Way
14 years
before
ago.
that. But yeah.
You were in high school.
That's really crazy to think about, the fact that I was technically an aunt at like 15.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
16, whatever. 17, something. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Yeah, we're fucking old. Shit. Jeez. Yeah, so came back. I was fucking exhausted, so there was no way in hell I was going to cook dinner. And I think we were limited on options because we had a bunch of frozen chicken. It was frozen.
Yeah.
So we went to Dave's Hot Chicken. And it was popping. Popping. But I think that's largely because it's the only hot chicken place on this side of town. And, well, there you got the Jam, but Jam closes pretty early.
Yeah, Jam
since it's
closes
just like
like
a
at
little
7.
outdoor location.
Yeah.
And Eat Chicken Fire is a good bit further away.
Yeah. It's
like 20 minutes
downtown.
away. Yeah. So Dave's Hot Chicken is fairly new. It's at Waterford Lakes here in Orlando. So we were struggling with what we wanted to eat, and I was like, you know what? We need to try it. So let's go. And I would like to say that I was pleasantly surprised, because I think I did not expect it to be good at all. And it definitely needs some improvement. But it is good for what it is right now.
For a few bucks less, it would be perfect.
Yes.
For like $5 less, it would be
But
perfect.
you're paying the same price as the good places, and it ain't as good.
Yeah. So you're paying...
I mean, I guess it's a little bit cheaper than the good places.
I mean,
but
like
it's still not as
$1 or
good.
$2 cheaper, but...
I mean, it's something. It's not expensive by any means.
I liked it. I liked it.
It has the potential to be perfect.
I liked it. My main complaints are the chicken is not wet enough,
Yeah.
and
Coleslaw.
I was still hungry
Coleslaw.
when I was done.
Oh, yeah. And it needs so much fucking coleslaw. The coleslaw is just a couple pieces of cabbage.
On your sandwich?
Yeah. Some purple cabbage.
Sad.
That was like it. It was pitiful. The sauce is really good. Whatever the hell that sauce is that they give you with.
Comeback sauce, horsey sauce, donkey sauce, whatever they call it.
Well, yeah, whatever it is.
Everybody has a different name.
And the pickles were good. The fries were
really
good.
The fries were very
The whole
good.
thing was good.
Yes.
But it could be better, especially since we've had better, to know how much better. You know what I want?
What?
I want a Nashville hot chicken sandwich with banchan slaw.
Ooh.
Yeah, we should do that one day. We should do a segment of combining gorbages.
That would be
Combining perfect element. That would be very expensive.
a very expensive garbage.
Well, no, because we just go to Banchan and just get coleslaw. And let's go to Dave's, since it's the one that's suffering. Get 2 sliders and put that coleslaw on it. Go from there.
So I had I don't even know what it's called. It's like the tender and chicken sandwich basket. So they give you like a whole tender.
And a sandwich.
And
And
a
you
whole
were still
sandwich.
hungry.
And I was still hungry afterwards. Like,
I forgot that you did that.
yeah. So, okay. So the tender by itself, I enjoyed a whole lot more than the sandwich. It was juicy inside. It was crunchy. It had good flavor. The piece of toast that it was on, or the piece of bread that it was on, was stale as fuck. Because as soon as I tried to like fold it to grab it, it started breaking down the middle.
Bless it.
And the flavors were there. Like everything that you're looking for in Nashville style,
Hot chicken.
that it's there. Like, so you'll get those smoky flavors, the sweet flavors, the spice. I feel like the spice for the mild could have been a little bit more, but it was still decent. I really like the fries. The sandwich was okay, but I would have preferred to have two tenders instead of a sandwich. So for next time, I think I'm gonna do that. I feel like the sandwich took away from the chicken. I really
Yeah.
do wish it would have been the chicken would have been wetter outside. Like it would have had more oil on it
Right.
than it did.
So sad.
Yeah.
But it was still good. I mean, I left not hungry.
I was hungry, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like we walked away from it and we were like, that was good, but
Could be better.
yeah, they definitely can improve a lot of things. Like
The slaw was the biggest thing for me, honestly.
which
The
is weird because
biggest.
didn't you not like slaw a few years ago?
I didn't like slaw growing up. I think I came to appreciate it maybe like when I met you. Yeah.
You came to
You
appreciate
changed lots of
so
things
many
about
things
me.
when you met me.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't dip all my pizza in ranch anymore.
thank God.
That's
I'd rather you put Frank's Red Hot on pizza than dip it in ranch.
what I do.
Good.
That's what
Keep
you
doing-
do.
Used to.
You do it sometimes.
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 When it's not great pizza.
I love Frank's.
I can tell you took a whole container of Frank's Red Hot to Sam's today to
To
put on your
Costco.
chicken bake.
Yes, I did. No shame. No
You
shame.
looked so
He's
fucking
like, what the
goofy.
fuck is in your purse? Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, fuck. You look
I like my chicken bakes with Frank's Red Hot. So
You
why
look-
not make sure I get to eat it the way that I like it?
you look goofy as shit with that container.
Did I
like
look
poured in.
goofier like that, or did I look goofier eating my ramen with a fork?
Both.
Oh no, you gotta
Both.
pick one. Which one was
you
goofier?
were a yuck in both of
Hey,
them.
asshole. Not funny.
It's very funny.
I live the way I want. Thank you.
Well, we're changing
Makes
that.
me happy.
No, it makes me not happy.
I don't care. You can go eat at a different table and pretend you don't know me.
I'll do that. What was I gonna say?
I
Okay.
don't fucking know.
All right. Back to Dave's. The price was what was it like? It was like $30 for the two of us.
I think so, which is normally how much it costs for the two of us to eat with inflation.
Yeah, going, but like
$15 per person.
my thing is like when we go to Jam and we spend $17 on the slider box, we both get a big ass sandwich
True.
and we get a good amount of fries and all that shit for
True.
$17, and that's just one thing.
Very true.
And if we go to Jam and we pay $14 for the chicken sandwich, we get a chicken sandwich.
That's true. And it's massive, like way bigger than what you got at Dave's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made
Like-
right
Like it's a decent sized bun, and the chicken is hanging off of the buns on every
on
single
all
side.
sides,
Yeah.
all the way around.
So there's things that they can improve. The price is one of them, and the way that the chicken is made and the coleslaw definitely needs an improvement. But I think this place is almost garbage for me.
Almost garbage,
Just a couple of things they need to fix.
I guess.
Like
Yeah.
coleslaw, make the chicken wetter, bigger portion for the price. That would be it for me.
That's fair.
Yeah. I do want to try their medium sauce since the mild was
It really wasn't that bad.
no, I barely felt it. So I think medium next time.
With banchan slaw.
Are we really gonna do that?
Oh, I would totally do it.
And-
We can get it all and take it home if you're going to be embarrassed by me.
No, we could do a TikTok about it. And apparently, you're famous on Instagram now.
I can't. I am. We aren't.
This is one of your aunt's hairs.
What?
Look at that.
How?
It was on the microphone.
How?
What the hell?
How would it still be on the microphone and us not have noticed?
I don't know, but
Debbie's infiltrated our lives.
I found one of her hairs in this shirt.
Did you really?
Yeah, like
I'm not surprised.
I felt something tickling me, and when I reached in, I pulled out one of her hairs from my armpit.
That's great. That's hilarious. I can't.
It's infiltrated our lives.
Bless her.
All right, so do you have anything else, or do you want to end it here?
I can end it here. I'm
Okay.
gonna end you here,
All right,
making
fine.
fun of me and my hot sauce.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow, so
I don't want to either.
I had so many plans for today and did none of them.
I know. I had to go be adults and grocery shop.
Yep, it's fucking great. All right, so do you want to say goodbye to everyone, Karradyne?
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.